and welcome back to my channel. So today I have such an exciting haul. I feel like I'm giddy over it. I have been waiting to get my hands on these for a while. And as you can see from the title, I'm now going to do kind of a haul of all the Sol de Janeiro fragrances. I have been, before we get started though, just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It really helps out my channel, and I'd love for you to join the fragrance family. With that out of the way, I have been a long time fan of the Brazilian Crush scent from Sol de Janeiro. Now it's called something different. Like, it looks like the other ones, there's like a number, and they didn't reformulate the scent, but the bottle is under a different name. Even on their website, if you go on the Sol de Janeiro website, you'll see they have like this with an arrow to the new scent. And I was worried that it was reformulated because I adore this. It smells exactly like the Boom Boom Cream, which I also love. And everything like that whole line. So I've been a huge love of this. Like, it's very pistachio, vanilla, gourmand, and I've just loved it throughout the years. So when they started coming out with more of their scents, you guys, I think I'm gonna buy every single scent they ever make. Like, I can just make that claim. They have like taken over my heart. They have made me a gourmand person. Like, this house, you'll all see, they're all very gourmand, and I'm here for it. Like, if all gourmands were like this, I'm totally here for it. And this one, I can only speak about this one because it's the only one I've tried, obviously. It's a body fragrance mist, and it lasts incredible. Like, I recommend this over the perfume, honestly. So with that being said, they have 4 more scents, and I'd never bought in any of them. I think I've tried one of them in store. I tried the green one. I haven't even tried the others. So we're gonna go through them together. And I was wondering why, like, they changed the packaging and now they all have numbers. So I read on the website, and apparently each of them is like after a particular year of significance in like Brazilian history, because this is a Brazilian beauty brand. So they each have like their own little stories. It's cute and it's nice to learn a little bit. So that's why, like, 71 is from 1971, and we're just gonna go through all of them now together. So it's like semi-blind buy because I have smelled one of them and like they were there in store, but I really just snagged these up from Sephora, got my points, and ran home. So first one's 71, like I said. I will compare it to these at the end, and I will use this when I'm putting them all in order, just because I think that must be more helpful for you guys if I include this, so that you're getting like a full review of all of them and which order I would place. Personally, I probably think they're all worth it, but I'll put them in order at the end so you know what my fave is to my least fave. So like I said, 71 has caramelized vanilla, sea salt, toasted macadamia nuts, white chocolate, tonka, and coconut blossom. On the website, this is the one that seemed to be the best reviewed. They all had very good reviews, but this was the highest rated one. So I have very high expectations for it, but honestly, I feel like all of them are gonna kill it for me. Ooh, okay. This has, because I already know this one definitely has like a popcorn scent to it, because I smelled that one before. This also has a bit of a popcorn scent to it. It has like a popcorn coconut vanilla. Right off the bat, just one spray, I can tell it's lighter than Brazilian Crush, or whatever it's called now. But yeah, I really like it. It's very sweet, but it's kind of subdued because it's got that like, yeah, that popcorn coconut. It's slightly like salty, sweet and salty. And honestly, I know that there's a lot of people that love a popcorn note in a fragrance, especially because Miss Dior Cherie had like a really nice popcorn note and that disappeared forever. So I'm glad that they're kind of bringing that back out. Yeah, okay, so that's 71. I'm liking it. It is softer than I expected. Like, I love how in your face Brazilian crushes. So yeah, we'll see. But that is 71. Love that. Then we will move to the one I'm thinking that like I've already smelled before. So this is 39. And this lists coconut cream, warm vanilla, tropical orchid, sandalwood, and toasted praline. So I definitely remember this one having like a coconutty feel to it because this one came out second, I think. Yeah, okay. But I love it. I love it too. This definitely still has like a coconut scent to it, just like the 71, but this is a little bit more of like a coconut milk scent, like a coconut cream, coconut milk. Yeah, it's a little bit more like leaning towards being lactonic. It still has like a popcorny base, but not as much as 71, honestly. And 71 had like it had kind of like a salted popcorn, like it was like sweet and sour, whereas this, again, it's pretty light. Maybe I'm like overspraying this one. I'll spray it at the end, but I feel like one spray of this is still stronger than both of these. Yeah, I like it. It's really interesting. I feel like this is a more unique scent personally. I really like it. Okay, so that, I don't really get a lot of like a toasted praline. I would have thought this would be sweeter, but to try them all out equally, I'm just gonna spray one spray of each. And I think that'll give me like the best just overall review, just so we're keeping it safe. But to be honest, like when I'm wearing these, I would probably spray them multiple times, like all over, especially because they're a body spray, and that's how they've kind of said, like just spray all over your skin, body, and hair, and that is how I'd wear it. So that is 39. Then the next one is 40. So 40 lists black amber, black amber plum, jasmine blossoms, orchid, vanilla woods, and warm musk. This one's supposedly supposed to be a little bit off the beaten path, because the first three were quite gourmand and warm and much more like decadent, and this is supposed to be a little bit more fruity. Usually I don't like plum, but I've heard great things about this one, and I have tried the lotion for this one and I loved it, and I was waiting for them to come out with the body splash because personally I just prefer their body splashes. Like I love the Boom Boom Cream, but it is quite expensive, but these are actually just like $26 Canadian. Oh, yes. I adore this scent. There was something so deeply like edible and juicy about the like fruits in this. And it still has a like a warmness to its base, but it's very juicy. It's almost like mouth-wateringly juicy, and it's just a pleasure. Like I really, really can't wait to wear this one. I love it. And that's coming from someone who doesn't like plum. I hate the plum in Poison by Dior, for example, where it's like, I think it's Mirabelle plum that's in that, or any type of plum that kind of goes down that way where it gets sort of like sticky, like it smells kind of sticky. This isn't that. It's like bright and juicy, and yeah, I really do like this one. So that's 40, the rich black amber plum and vanilla woods one. So I really do like that one. And then finally, the newest one, which has just come out this last month, I think in August, is a collaboration between Sol de Janeiro and ANITTA, who is apparently a Brazilian singer who's like an international pop star whom I'd never heard of, really. But she's very famous and well accomplished, and they did a collaboration together, and I was actually really interested in her collaboration because it's supposed to be very passion fruit heavy, and that's not super common in a lot of sense. So this is passion fruit nectar, agua de coco, so coconut water, tiger orchid, jasmine honey, pink patchouli, and vanilla bean. I love the color. So this one obviously doesn't have a year associated to it because it's in celebration of, I think I barely got my hand there. I think I sprayed the air. Okay, here. Ooh, this smells like, okay, the opening of this, it's reminding me immediately of two things. The opening of this smells like, there's this gum, Trident gum, the yellow Trident gum that's like fruity. The opening is absolutely that. It's very like tropical florals and it's sweet and on the brink of being citrusy. Like it's got like a mandarin vibe to it, but it's definitely passion fruit and tropical fruits. On the other hand, it's got something super creamy and kind of like a fruity cocktail, but like a virgin fruity cocktail. Like a pina colada type cocktail where it's a creamier one. It's not very like watery. Ooh, I love it. It's very juicy. It's the fruitiest out of all of them and probably the least like traditional gourmand and much more fruity and tropical and yeah, the juiciest as well, but I'm really into it. It almost has like a slight tinge of pineapple and I know that's not in the notes, but when you're smelling it, there's like a slight tinge of like, yeah, just pineapple and kind of those like fruity tropical drinks, like I say. So that's Sol de Janeiro and ANITTA's collaboration. All right, so now to put them in order and kind of give you an idea of what I would recommend for each person and obviously my own preference. So I'm gonna start off by saying there isn't a single one that I wouldn't recommend. I rarely feel this way where every single fragrance that a house comes out with is to my taste. So I don't say that lightly, but there are only 5 and it takes a lot for a body splash to be, or like a fragrance mist to be worth my while. I really don't buy them very often at all. And all of these are like way past the threshold of being impressive and me being into them. So I want to start off there. You can't really go wrong with these, in my opinion. I think they're all great. In order of what is most to my taste, and I'll give you kind of a little overview. In first place, I personally would still put Brazilian Crush. I'm just still not over how great and like perfectly beachy gourmand this is. It's got a really nice like pistachio, warm vanilla, beautiful, beautiful scent that I personally am not over. And I think a lot of people like really fell in love with the scent with good reason. So even after trying all of them, this hasn't been completely thrown off first place in terms of first impressions. That being said, I love the other 4. I just think as a first impressions, sometimes you'll try new fragrances and you're like, oh yeah, this has definitely been bumped down. Like it's not really my vibe anymore, or you're sick of it. And I haven't been. So I'm still gonna leave it in first place. Things might change overall, but as a first impressions for the other ones, I still love my Brazilian Crush, or the original, whatever it's called now. In second place, however, I would have to put 40. So that's the Black Amber, Plum, and Vanilla Woods one. I just think, and I'm just gonna be respraying all of these on myself and getting a whiff of them. I just think this one's so delectably juicy. Like it really toes the line by being still warm and having kind of like a musky vanilla woods warmth to it, but it's also a really nice fruity floral in its opening. And yeah, I immediately, when I smelled the lotion, which I actually think is really nice too, because I got to try it on my skin, I was like, I need this in a scent. So I'm really excited to wear this one, and in my opinion, I put it in second place. Then third and fourth, I went back and forth to try to decide what I would put, because I kind of knew what fifth was, but third and fourth, they're very, very close. And I think I'm still, it can go either way, but basically in third place, I, in the end, decided to put Sol de Janeiro. I think depending on what kind of person you are, you should alternate these 3 and 4. So if you are like me and you're more spring, summer kind of gal, both in life and in fragrances, then I would put this in third place. I think the first 2 are undeniably, in my opinion, the top 2. But Sol de Janeiro ANITTA right now is still giving me those spring, summer vibes in terms of a fragrance, and I love that. I love how it kind of smells like a tropical getaway, and I like the passion fruit nectar in this. I like the coconut water. Like, it really does smell like a delicious drink, like a delicious smoothie, and I love that about it. I think it still has some aspect of warmth and gourmandness, but the least out of all of them. So if you're really only a gourmand gal, then maybe this is immediately just 5th place for you, because it's got the least amount of that. But I really do like it, and I've been impressed. Then in 4th place, or in 3rd place, depending on how you're feeling, I'd put 71, and this one has that caramelized vanilla and macadamia, toasted macadamia nuts. It's got white chocolate and sea salt. It's kind of like a sweet and sour, no, sorry, not sweet and sour. It's kind of like a salty, sweet and salty drink. This one doesn't remind me of like a smoothie. This one reminds me of more like a white chocolate macadamia nut coffee, but without the coffee scent. Like maybe like a white chocolate with a hot white chocolate with macadamia nuts. It's very gourmand. It's very warm without being spiced, and I think it's just caramel chocolate goodness. And I never like these kinds of scent. Like, they always are like slightly fun for me, but they always kind of, I don't know, I just get overwhelmed by super gourmand scents that are very strong and in your face, especially with chocolate. I adore chocolate in terms of like eating it, but yeah, very, very chocolatey scents in a fragrance just really put me off. And I don't feel about this about this at all. I really, really do like this one. And probably in the fall, winter, I'll be much more likely to wear this and then reach for ANITTA. So 3 and 4 can really go either way for me. And I do like it. And I can see why it's the best rated on the website. Then in last place, but honestly, it's still a nice one, and I kind of figured it would be this coconut cream and toasted praline. It just has like the least amount of sweetness to it, and it's kind of the lightest as well, and the popcorn in it isn't like caramelized and sweet the way I kind of get popcorn vibes in this. This is a lot more just kind of straight up, and it kind of stays, I'm not saying that it's aquatic because it absolutely isn't, but there is something kind of airy in its lactonicness. And if you've ever tried the lotion on this, because I also have tried the lotion on this, the lotion smells straight up like popcorn on the skin. It's very reduced in like sweetness, completely almost. So I just feel like this is the one I'm going to be like least likely to crave, but I do like it. It's very unique, and that's kind of my whole vibe for fragrance mist, is because I have so many fragrances and like eau de parfums, and I'm just more of a fragrance perfume kind of person. I've never been a body splash person. Even when I was like 9, 10, I was wearing perfumes, and I've never really liked body splashes. So when I do like them, it's because there's something really interesting and different, like the Lush ones or the Ritual ones. Those are really the only 2 brands I have body splashes from. And now Sol de Janeiro, I think they're a great body splash or fragrance mist collection, and I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you've tried any of these, don't forget to leave them for me in the comments below. I love to know which ones you've tried or that you'd like to try, and I will see you next time. Bye!